Everything seems to be going okay. Perhaps I don't really need this, it's not that cold in here anymore. Shit. Just about ripped my nail off doing that, but okay. Yeah, the purple one of the shirt, this is the purple one, it's getting a little bit on the slim fit side, but I'm not going to do much introduction shit, I'm literally just going to jump into this one. According to my email, I'm live now. Never would have guessed. And I do need a haircut. Just gonna keep all my sounds off. But yeah, I haven't done shit in basically forever. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. A little bit of a loose cap there, but can't complain. I'll be back in a second. I need to get some lighter fuel thing. Yeah, what's up, man? It helps if I know where my lighters are. And this one was having problems. Yeah, must just been the. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Sorry, my voice still isn't good. I've still been coughing a lot. Wish didn't have so many lighters to refill, to be honest. I have already reviewed these. Like, it's one of the first cigars I reviewed, like a year ago. But I'm re-reviewing them because I don't know. It's all my old reviews were just kind of bad quality. So to give certain cigars their justice, I'm re-reviewing them. That's why I re-reviewed my favorite. It was the newest Cappuccino Minis. Yeah, even though they're minis, I just can't not re-review them. So yeah, certainly will be enjoying this one. I need to clean my cutter out. It's just a little bit on the sticky side right now. So yeah, it's gonna be the first review I've done in ages. At least 4 or 5 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks I've done one. I think I did one the week after I came back from construction. I mean, I've had them sitting for maybe a couple of months. This one, I don't know. What I usually do when I buy cigars to review, sometimes I have them sitting around for a long time. I have a lot of cigars I reviewed when I got them, but I bought multiple and I'm leaving some to sit, and I'm going to review them maybe like a year or two after. But yeah, these only age until I get around to reviewing them. And this one's actually quite late, so a couple of months. Hopefully the wrapper doesn't absolutely crumble on me on this one, because cigars have been doing really bad lately with that sort of thing. And this one is pretty much in bits. So yeah, might as well start this one now. fuck, I have no idea what I'm doing. These are Peruvian traditional 5-inch 42 ring gauge Peruvian. They're supposed to be full to medium. That's a little bit weird. But yeah, might as well start this review now. Hey guys, Chris here, and this is going to be a re-review. I've reviewed this before, but I'm doing it again on the Inka Secret Blend Petit Corona size, and this is the blue version. I think it's called Azul Blue or something. And yeah, I just thought my old review didn't quite do it justice. It was in the days where I had quite bad quality reviews, so got to re-review it today. The specs on this cigar is full-bodied. Apparently, it's supposed to be medium to full strength. 42 ring gauge, 5 inches long, and 100% Peruvian tobacco. Peruvian tobacco is quite unusual. It's not very common. You don't see it in many cigars, so that's why I bought this one originally. It's supposed to be quite good, and I also think one of my subscribers recommended it right at the start. So one of the things I've noticed this little crack in the wrapper. Probably just me having to sit around, but that didn't actually seem to have affected it losing a little bit. It's quite a thick wrapper. It's probably close enough to double layered in this case for most of it. The cap, it's pretty solid on. It's probably 3 layers in there at least. Pretty light in color. It smells quite a pungent ammonia. It's quite a light cigar, and it's not a strong taste. It's kind of like a sweet ammonia taste, if that makes any sense. Very slightly, peat as I tend to call it. So let's give this a cup. Sorry if I cough a lot in this review, by the way. I recently just got over being quite ill, and I've not reviewed a cigar or smoked in quite a bit of time. A little bit of peeling up here. I'm going to keep the band on for now, just because that bit of wrapper there is coming off. So yeah, this is the first cigar I've had in quite a while, first review I've done quite well. I maybe got one done in the past 4 weeks, so quite a tight draw. Definitely little bits coming out of there, so feels quite loosely packed. Quite a little bit of a nutty taste. There's not too much in there. So yeah, let's light this. I'm also going to start a stopwatch, of which I have no idea how to do on my phone, but luckily I have Google open for that. I just got a new phone and I completely forgot that I don't have the stopwatch app I do on this. I usually use, so by a million to one chance I had Google open with the stopwatch already, so this is lighting quite poorly. It's probably the double lighter. Single small jet would probably do a little bit better. If I had long match, I do actually have long matches. Why am I not using one? But yeah, I usually just light it by pointing the flame, turning it, making sure it's nice and even. Getting a little bit down the sides, maybe like a millimeter deep burnt. And that's almost quite strong flavour. It's a little bit weird. I don't remember this being that strong. I remember it being quite a light, smooth cigar. But currently the flavour is telling a different story. This bit of a wrapper is annoying me, but if I keep it turning that way, it should be fine. Not too much air draw. There's a lot of smoke coming from this, but it's actually, you're not getting a lot of air. You have to, definitely have strong cheeks, I guess. So I did get my stopwatch up, but I just forgot to turn it on, so I'll add a minute to that later. That is what I remember in terms of texture, though. It's definitely a very smooth, creamy cigar. It's kind of this is kind of one of those middle cigars where maybe the strength in terms of just the feeling in the gut you get seems quite on the low side, maybe a medium, but the strength of the flavor, you're really getting a good strong hit of the flavor. Definitely a very strong nutty cigar. Nothing really earthy in there. It's this is probably coming around to what I remember. It was very light in terms of flavors. Nothing in there at all that might even be considered sort of grass based. A very, very creamy cigar. Silky smooth, but that's probably, having to filter through a lot. It does feel a little bit loosely packed, but trying to get air through this is kind of difficult. So, it's not that relaxing of a smoke in terms of if that's what you look for. Decently strong nutty taste though, in terms of strength, but nutty specifically has a light flavour. Creamy, but there's nothing else in this. I'm guessing if you're looking for a very good rich cigar in terms of light flavours, is probably what you'd be looking for. But if you like strong spicy flavours, earthiness, none of that in here, literally none of it. The ash is looking quite good. It looks like the wrappers holding it together are quite solid. So yeah, I'll give this cigar quite a solid construction rating. The burn, a little bit wonky, but nothing worth talking about. That straight enough as far as we're concerned. So we're a little bit in through this cigar. We are we are, I don't know, but yeah, I will get back to you in maybe 5-10 minutes when we've made a bit of progress and the flavors have developed a little bit. So I will see you then. Okay, we're currently 4 minutes in. I did not get a stopwatch open, so this is the problem when you get a new phone. It's a pain in the bitch. So how have you two been today, you new plebs? Sorry, don't respond when I'm doing the review shit. Do I seriously not have a... I genuinely don't have anything at all to be a stopwatch, do I? I will just get an app from the... Simple stopwatch, here we go. It's not that cold. It's finally getting a reasonable temperature here. It's like 5 to 8 degrees. It was fucking beautiful. You should have seen me yesterday, I think it was. Mate, why the fuck is that download pending? How about you go fuck yourself? I don't care about your development log, you dickbag. Mate, I'm actually raging at a phone. You're English, you're used to higher temps. You'd be surprised at how different the temperatures are from Scotland to England. Can I only laugh at you? And I accidentally deleted my clock. That's not what I meant to do. I am currently the worst streamer I know of. So, I don't want another fucking alarm clock. I didn't select that shit. This thing genuinely wants a fight. I'm not joking. Okay, mate, I want to go mental, but I genuinely can't find if there's a built-in stopwatch, so gonna guess there isn't. So far, not an awful score, but this phone is roasting. I'm not joking. It's when did I start this? 8 minutes ago. So I had 8 to whatever time I've got on here. Interesting. Yeah, I thought I'd re-review this Cigar, give it justice, but it's not looking too good right now. But yeah, I've had no activity for ages. It's probably a shit cigar then. There's a mix of different cigars for basically anyone's taste. I haven't quite recovered yet. But I'm just coughing all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I've got rid of the actual sickness. Cigars can go stale if left out. Simple as that. Like if they're left outside of proper care for maybe 6 hours or more, then they will be fucked. This is a lot of smoke coming off of this though. I do quite like this phone though, it's decent. There's a reflection of me. Hopefully I can get rid of this cough, but to be honest, it's actually, you know, I've had it for about a week now since the illness actually ended, and it's still going. So I'm not sure if I had two things or what. Ash is holding quite well, I would say. um, I know nothing about Vega Palmera. It looks like a foreign brand. I'm guessing Spanish. I know nothing about it, so I can't comment on it. Sounds quite dodgy though. From what I just read, apparently it's a cheap Spanish machine made, but yeah. I'm not sure when we're gonna make this clip on this, but yeah. So yeah, what's everyone up to today? I have not much to talk about. I've literally got nothing. I've been away for weeks and I've still got fuck all. Tube cigars aren't always reliable. Like especially if you open it. If you open it when you buy it, then you're pretty much it's unsealed. Then you're not really likely to have any success with that. It's fine if you put it in a humidor after, but no. I'm guessing Alicia's up there. I don't know who even is streaming right now. Oh, sorry, streams are getting cancer. Like Boaty is even bad. It's didn't Raj Patel do a thing called Titty Tuesday? That was interesting. I would just kill myself though. Like what is up with these stream slots? I watch your friend. I also watch Boaty. I hate skill specs. Despite donating like hundreds to him, I just like the trolling wore off and he just stopped becoming fun. I don't watch full live TV hosted by RuneScape, I'm guessing. Emily's pro. Oh god. When Emily faked cancer for donations on stream, that was fantastic content. That was. Inhaling half a cigar is not a good idea. Oh, look at that fake RuneScape link. And the V-Bucks. Anyway, I should probably get back to reviewing this cigar since I've just been so off track. And thanks, Louis. We are getting near 20 minutes in. So we're getting near 15-20 minutes in. And I have to say, it's not having much of an impact on me. In terms of actually noticing that I'm smoking it. Like, of course I know I'm smoking it, but I just mean I'm not sitting here with the cigar enjoying it. It's just something to do while I'm doing other things. It's not giving a large impression. Although we are near 20 minutes in, the ash here is looking pretty good. I'd say quite like the ash. The burn's going quite straight. I would definitely give this quite a good construction rating. It's definitely right up there. But it is a nice creamy nutty taste. Just when it's listed as medium to full bodied, no, it's low to medium, probably more towards the low range. But the flavour is a little bit on the flavour's okay, I would say. Nice flavour, but just no real strength in there. If you like light cigars, you're having a few first. This will give you a good impression of a good light taste. Light taste to really get into it, and a richer version of it, give you properly good flavors. But yeah, having to be quite strong on the cheeks. Just get a mediocre amount. So I would say, it's maybe a bit on the middle with the draw. But sorry. Yeah, it's definitely for the time we're doing okay. For a cigar that's what I don't even remember the cigar price. I'm gonna have to look that one up. But yeah, I would definitely say this is mediocre value. There are better value cigars out there. £5.79. There we go. Sorry, I just had to look that up while I'm doing it. Something I completely forgot to do. But yeah, something like the Conquistador Corona is a similar price. That is a light cigar, but it's definitely a lot more enjoyable as a smoking experience. There goes the ash. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to take this band off by the time we get to there because I do think this will crumble a little bit, but we'll have to see. So I will see you when we get a bit closer down the cigar, and yeah, I'll see you in a second. Mate, this cigar. You don't get much nicotine from cigars. I must be one of the few people, but I don't notice it enough. Like, if you've actually smoked, then you would know that there's not really a noticeable amount. And I am pretty much choking as I smoke this because, you know, I'm quite ill. But I would say it's definitely very low on that side, though. Something like the La Flor Dominicana Double Ligero Chislito, that was one of the strongest cigars I've had and one of the most enjoyable cigars I've had. It's definitely right up there as one of my favorites. And compared to this, it's no contest, even though this is supposed to be medium to full bodied. Apparently, you get a nicotine rush if you have the La Flor Dominicana. I didn't, but you probably could. Yeah, cigars, you do get nicotine. You get the way it works is you have a lot more nicotine in a cigar than you do a cigarette, but the way you're getting it really just lowers the amount. Close that, close that, close it. So you know you're only absorbing it. Probably the Conquistador Corona. I did a review of that recently. That's probably one that's still pretty fresh on my mind. Is a very very good cheap cigar. The Don Thomas Robusto might be a bit stronger. I do smoke a pipe. I just don't make any videos on it because this is a cigar review channel, not a pipe review channel. Yeah, if you're looking for a proper cigar, I would say the Conquistador Corona or the Louis Martinez Ashcroft Corona. Both are reviewed very, very recently. And they were part of a series that I was doing that I never really got enough cigars for, to be honest. It's really cheap. Good value, cheap light cigars. So I would recommend those two. And there's a whole lot else in my review channel. This is my favourite pipe tobacco, the Dunhill Early Morning, of course. Still a decent amount left. I probably over dried this, to be honest. It's a little bit on the weird side. I like pipes though, so. I need to try one of the I'm gonna order another Chinchorro Fuerte Maduro Novillo size, I believe is the one I'm looking for, not Picatillos. And the reason I want one of those is because I had one, it was fantastic. My review of that was out of the moon. But it's one of the cheapest cigars you could possibly get, and the taste was so good. Let's see if we get the ash in there. But yeah, the chinchilla roll. I want to either re-review that or just yeah. I'm not a High Plains drifter. You know, that's not the movie I work in. Yeah, I am concerned to take this band off though, because that little rip in the wrapper. I keep forgetting what this is. Straight back to the Coke. To be honest, I would like to smoke pipes more, but I just don't. I don't have time. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. But in case I don't think I mentioned it on stream. Um, I think I did a written review. Well, I did a written review. I mean, I think it was just before I stopped making reviews for like a week because I went away. So chewing tobacco is not normal tobacco. It's a completely different thing. Do not chew rolling tobacco or anything. Like a lot of tobaccos are different. Yeah, the week before I went away, I wrote a review, so I never really mentioned it much on stream. That's one of my written ones. I do have some in that set I still need to review. I have some quite interesting ashtrays, by the way. Can't really show you this, but I have. I'm about to do another review order when I can. And the cigars I've got for it right now are the Lamvetica Nicaragua and Petit Corona, True Estate Acid Crush, Morado, Maduro. That's a tiny, cheap acid cigar. The Brick House Toro, single Nicaraguan cigar. The King Edward Imperial, because you know I need to get the basic ones out of the way as well. Drew Estate Undercrown Robusto, had one of those, it's quite good. Joy de Nicaragua, Cuatro Cinco, Petit Corona. Chartan, Tube Churchill, because you know that was one of the first cigars I did, but I never properly reviewed it. The Alec Bradley Black Market, Filthy Hooligan, Barber Pole. They taste like shit apparently, but I'm gonna have one of them. They're probably laced with acid. I'm buying myself another pack of the News Cappuccino, of course. Aguil Maharis, the Sweet Orient pack this time. Drew Estate Kentucky Fire Cure Chunky Single, Nicaraguan cigar. A Rocky Patel 1990 vintage Petit Belcoso single cigar. So that's my next order. It's not from Cigars, it's from my smoking shop. Because there were some really big problems with Cigars and they really fucked up. And I got something that was like, what they call tobacco bugs. It was kind of like a bad infestation to get in my humidors. And there's some cigars that arrived right before. Well, Maharis are normal minis like all. This is bigger than your usual pack. Like this is Moments, for example. But the Sweet Orient are slightly different than this. You get one version that's got filters and one that doesn't. I'm getting a non-filter. And I imagine they're in the same box as that. I'm not even sure if I've got decent webcam settings on right now. I think my white balance is way too high. I think that's probably better for a white boy like me. Also, something I need to mention, YouTube stream has a bit of a problem where the colors you're seeing are more saturated than what they are. So things look a bit different in the actual reviews when I upload them. Tomorrow I've got an assessment, and yeah, if I manage that, then I've caught up completely. And yeah, then I've got to do stuff. Yes, that's the Java ones are the third one. There's like there's 4 Maharis, isn't there? Let's see, the Aguil Maharis Ecuador is these. The Java is pretty similar to these, I imagine it's in the yellow packet. But yeah, they do have those large boxes of them. And they're not bad value, to be honest. Kind of pricey, but... And there's the 2 Sweet Orients. Filter and non-filter. And I'm not going for the filter. Yeah, I already know what you're linking there. So yeah, I'm gonna get a new ring. I like this one, it's just not... It's not pimp enough. I need a pimpier ring than this. Because I had to replace my other one just because it just wasn't fitting anymore, so... Quickly bought this piece of shit, and I like it, but... I need something pimp, I need something made of gold. White boy problems, 100%. I should be making another clip on this soon. I can't stand shirts with like short arms. I've got I'm generally not that big of a guy, but my arms are incredibly long, so it becomes a problem with clothes. You ever get clothes that massively don't fit, but fit my arms, or the other way around? Should be making a clip soon. So yeah, I'll be reviewing the Sweet Orient soon. I don't think I'll review the Java because they're not that interesting on minis. Like I imagine Ecuador's pretty similar to the Java, and you know they fall into the category of everyday minis, and the amount of those I actually have is quite incredible. So. Yeah, I'll make another clip of this. How far in are we on this one anyway? 38 minutes, is that? I would call that 37. So I'm going to call this 37 minutes in. It's about there, yeah. Had some stopwatch problems, so I had to just, watch back my recordings and add up the time, but yeah, 37 minutes. I still say the same. It's really nothing new with the flavor. Still quite creamy and smooth. It tastes a little bit almost semi-chemically, if you know what I mean. I don't know, it's just picking up a little bit of that taste right now. I'm not sure why, but it's not a crisis. Let's see if the heat of the cigar has freed up the band. Although I am, a bit curious as to how this is. Okay, I'm guessing the he hasn't heated the band up enough yet. I always hate taking bands off because it's quite a common occurrence to accidentally for the band to be ripped to the band to be glued to the cigar a little bit more. So you generally might rip the wrapper. So I'm very cautious about taking bands off. But yeah, still pretty creamy. A little bit of a chemical taste coming in, but still quite on the light nutty side. No interesting flavors though. So yeah, I'm going to work on trying to peel this band off, but we'll be at the end of the cigar when I make the next clip. So I will sum everything up then. So I'll see you in a second. I can't actually tell the difference. Toscano are machine made. A lot of the time, it depends on the cigar. If you're going for deliberately cheap cigars, which are generally all machine made, then yes, you will tell a difference. But there's a lot of bigger, popular cigars that are machine made, and compared to handmade ones as well, they're very good. Villager fit into the cheap category, but something I was surprised to see is I eventually learned the Jose El Piedra cigars are handmade. It's very weird. They use short filler, but apparently they use some weird technique. You can actually read up about it. I have to say, I don't know what's better, the Toscano Classico or the Toscano Antico. I've had two of these. I believe I split it up into 4 halves actually. I don't think I've had a single one of these. I've just not had the time. These are a little darker. Their flavour is supposed to be quite a bit. But yeah, I'll be reviewing these. I'm going to have a Classico before I have one of these, and then I'll do a review on these the next day maybe. Just for, comparing them, because they are a very similar experience of cigar. And yeah, that's really what you're focusing on. Also, just in case anyone was mentioning, Ross, who watched my streams, he went to Cyprus for his honeymoon. So I traded him some cigars for these. I'm going to be reviewing these, the Backwoods Authentic Banana and the Backwoods Black Aromatic. I'd say Rafael Gonzalez Perlas are not cheap. For their cigars, what the fuck am I even saying? For their size, they're pretty bad. A Perla is more expensive than a Conservas, and if you've seen the size difference, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say they're not that good value. They don't last too long either, but they're very good short, small smokes. But you're paying a premium for that. and it's probably worth it, yeah. But I would much go for the conservas. They give you the whole premium for everything very cheap. This band will not come off unless I peel off. Oh shit, tell me this isn't tunneling. Cigars are, backwoods are known for blunts, yes. They're kind of like cheap cigars, and apparently they're very cheap in America. These were like, they cost them like €4. Yeah, but I don't buy duty-free cigars. You know, I'm kind of like, I don't leave the country, so as far as I legally go, entirely, it's I don't think I'm going to take the ban beyond this. What are Cosio Pedras? The cremas are like less, like just under a quid or something in duty free. Um, he can't be in America. Canada, I'm guessing, maybe. Even though Cubans are fully legal now, like that was a very recent thing. So Pearl's your favorite. I would imagine you've had plenty, so you're in a place that's had them for quite a long time. Yeah, probably Canada. I don't know. Let us know. We're genuinely curious. I'm still dying. I should not really be smoking, I don't think. But yeah, that's kind of a problem right now. The prices aren't that bad, to be honest. It's I'm gonna sound a pretentious twat, but honestly, if you can afford cigars, you could probably afford more than that. It's it's kind of a bad thing I don't like because the UK market is kind of like a smug market. Really, it's all the rich pricks. Not all too many people can afford the taxes. I really think they should, lower the taxes dramatically. I reckon if they have the amount of taxes, they probably at least more than double the amount of cigar smokers. Although that might screw with cigarette smokers a bit, but yeah. I also don't think they'd be able to pass. Um, the fuck was I thinking about? Pass a law that reduces cigar taxes. It's just like the anti-smoking people are bastards. That's not bad. 10 people here, and I haven't streamed in like a month. If this cigar reaches maybe 45 minutes, it's 45 minutes now actually, maybe an hour, I'll be quite glad. I wish there was like smoking rooms and stuff. There just isn't anymore. There's nothing out there. If there was a place you could have cigars, maybe like a smoking restaurant or something. The thing is, the if it was bad for people, then the restaurants, whatever it was, that would get complaints, obviously, and they would lose business from people who don't smoke who don't want to be in it. But the thing they would do is they would segregate, which is, I don't want to say segregation is a good thing, the Jews, but it's a really bad thing that Mitchell Orchard smokes in his car because he's Jewish. And the old joke always plays in my head: how do you fit 90 Jews into a car in the ashtray? But yeah, he's playing right into that one. Really not liking that business though. When I got the tobacco things, that was like the final straw. After I think it was three. I had three of the same cigar. It was two replacements, and they fucked them up every time. I've got one of the replacements now, and it's not very good, if I'm honest. So yeah, I don't see why they haven't pulled those Neos yet. Because if it's that problem, then you think they would. But if it isn't, then it's just saying it's them. So yeah, there's a real strong chemically taste to this, and I don't know what it is. Top up always just adds a little bit of extra spice in there. Some quicker burning tobacco. Makes it a little bit more stomachable. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke it until that band. Yeah. Coming out to 50 minutes. I don't see why you're complaining. You love my jokes, laugh. Hmm. Taste is probably picking up a bit of stronger night taste now. Too late in the cigar. I'm actually going to give this a worse review than I gave it last time. Like a little bit worse, not like drastically bad, but Yeah, I would love a job I could actually smoke in, and yeah, I won't have one probably, but I'm not quite enjoying my current career path. But at least I've caught up on the weeks I missed. Yeah, I mean, I'm in pleb construction, and you aren't allowed to smoke on site. You know, it's like a massive fire hazard thing. Okay, my internet just jumped right there, so you get a bit of lag. That's probably why. You aren't allowed to smoke on site. It's just not a thing. You have to go to a designated smoking shelter. It's a pain in the ass. That's why I didn't really smoke when I was away for a week in construction. It was I had a mini cigar whenever I usually at night when we walked to Tesco. That was it. It's kind of poor work because that's what I'm saying. Being a builder, it's you can't smoke on site. Like when you're on construction site, you are not allowed to smoke. The free coffee is quite good though. But yeah, you aren't allowed to smoke on site. And I was on site. Basically, we got up in the mornings at 6. We had like because we're only there for a week and it was a trip thing. It was three of us in a room, so we'd wake up at 6, and over the hour we'd take showers, and at 7 we went to get breakfast. Half 7 we got on the bus, and yeah, then we went to the site and we got there at 8, and we worked from 8 till 6 at night, and the only break we had was it was about half 12ish for like 15-30 minutes. So it's literally non-stop work from 8 to 12, and then half 12 to 6. And the thing is, I was health and safety. So to be honest, if I'm health and safety and I smoke, I will be fired. It's just not. There's laws about that. I just can't get over the very slightly curved screen. It's really it's quite nice. This always on thing. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not going to go into health and safety that week of it. I wanted to kill myself, so health and safety is AIDS. You have to risk assessment everything. Walk around on site telling people they're doing things wrong. That sounds like me actually, but when we get to the band or an hour in, I'll make the last segment. Depends which comes first. I don't want to go into engineering in general. Like as soon that week on the site, I was like, this is shit. It's not bad the hard work, but yeah, I could probably do it if I was more at home. Um, the biggest problem with that week was just not being at home. It's yeah, the hotel. You really couldn't eat at the hotel. I did a couple nights. It was like 10 quid for a burger. I shit you not, 10 quid for a burger. A fucking can of Coke was £1.70. It was so fucking ridiculous. It was yeah. So you'd work until you get up at 6, and because there's three of you, so you have to get up an hour early. So you take a rota to shower, and yeah, once you get back at about half 6, it's I think the first we all went to shower after work, so half 6 we got back, so an hour for all of us to shower. Then we would walk to Tesco usually. Tesco was at least half an hour away, so we'd walk there, shop around Tesco, come back. So it's probably half 8, 9 by the time we're actually back from doing all our shit. And then we'd have an hour group meeting every night. That took us to like 10. And some nights we would have other stuff, like we'd have a half an hour or maybe full hour meeting with like the whole group thing. So basically, the whole out of work time was taken up. Where if we were just at our home with a proper job, that wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah, it was kind of a shit week. I was in a job that was doing like way too much, and I decided I would just fuck that group and just move to another one. And they were doing so little, it was actually annoying me, just how little they were doing. They're lazy fucks. And all the health and safety violations was a pain in the ass the whole time. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend going away for a week on construction. It was basically Brokeback Mountain without the gay stuff. So I will probably be finishing this review in the next 2 minutes. I'll be doing the next clip. I still do have a variety of cigars to review, but I can't believe I'm still dying. After all this time, I've still got fucking Ebola. So yeah, I'll be reviewing the backwoods. I've got the Toscano Antico, the Partagas. These are really nice minis, but I haven't had time. I had another one of my own cigars, and it was so fucking incredible when I had it. It was... This cigar still blows me out of the water. Definitely need to include some more of those in giveaways. The Cremas, good cigars. Already read them though. I've still got one or two more. One more of the Pyramid set to do a video review about, and another one to write about. Yeah, they will fucking knock you out the... they will just take you out of the country. Not even the game, just the whole fucking country of those. So we're about an hour in this cigar. And yeah, I'm having a big problem with the wrapper cracking. You probably won't be able to see, and you probably make out some of this. But that's been there for quite a while. Tried to move the band up, and yeah, the cracking here, well, just pretty much all cracking under the band. So I'm gonna have to end it using the band as the end point. A little bit chemically still. I'm not sure where that really came from. It's kind of a light chemically taste. It's so faint, but you could just tell it in there. Can't tell specifically what it is. Still, you know, a nice nutty taste. I would say the creaminess and the smoothness just got sort of killed by the tight draw, but overall it's still okay. From my actual review, since this is a re-review, my original review, I am probably going to give this a lower rating. Not an absolutely amazing cigar. Back then I wasn't having too many cigars, of course, and yeah, I'd say, you know, tried and true, it's probably 6 or 7 out of 10, depending on where you are. Wouldn't recommend it for people who like good, strong, flavorful cigars. For people who are maybe just getting into it, I would probably say this is a good one. It's a cheap one. The flavor is quite light, and yeah, you're getting a good rich taste of a light flavor, if you know what I mean. It's not going to cause you any stomach pains. If you have a giant heavy cigar right away, when you first smokes, your stomach will feel it by the time you get near the end. But this is a very light one, good for beginners. Good beginner taste. Would definitely recommend it for you for a cheap cigar. But there's other ones. I would recommend the Conquistador Corona over this. The Louis Martinez Ashcroft Corona, I believe, reviewed at the same time. Prices are all fairly similar. I recommend those as well. So yeah, 6, 7 out of 10. Pretty good, but just not quite there. So yeah, that's my review on the Inka Cigar Blend Petit Corona. And don't forget, this is the Azul Blue. There's another one. It's the Rojo Red. I've had various Rojo Reds before. I think I wrote a review on the Rojo Red Cristales, and I've also, I think it's the Tres Petit Corona I did a video review on, and that's sort of like an imitation Cuban flavor. It's similar to what you'd expect from a lot of Cubans, so it's definitely, I do prefer that one as of right now, but I need to review those as well. So yeah, links to where I buy these cigars is in my description. I tend to always include that. There's also links to my Facebook page in the description where you could just keep on updates on my channel. I post a lot of content there. Whenever I do a live stream of one of my reviews, which I do very often, I'm doing right now in fact, I will include a link there. I will keep you updated on that. There's also my Patreon in case you want to support me. So that is everything. Thanks for watching and have a good day. So that's not done. You could have anything with a cigar. Coffee is usually a good one. Whiskey is supposed to be very good, but just don't. It's not worth it. If you don't like whiskey, don't force it. If you like whiskey, then yeah, go ahead with it. You could have anything with a cigar. I have cherry Pepsi a lot of the time, but recently I've been having cherry Coca-Cola because supply and demand issues. And I've got amaretto in here, believe it or not. I just fancy it a little bit, so you'd have anything, doesn't make a difference. Also wouldn't recommend a wireless charger if I'm honest. Doesn't really, if you're having a strong cigar or a light cigar, you could have anything. The point is you just keep yourself hydrated with at least something. Alcohol tends not to go so good. Coffee is a really good one, mainly because it isn't alcohol and still a good strong tasting drink, and it complements a lot. Hydration is quite a big issue when you're puffing on something for like an hour, so definitely got to keep that focused on. I've also had things like the Bulmers. What is it they make? It's their bottles of cider, not Strongbow, but like the actual Bulmers brand stuff, like the strawberry and lime shit. Like the low alcohol stuff, maybe even a beer is low enough. You'll be getting hydrated enough. So yeah, that's literally everything for this stream. I haven't got anything else to talk about today. Nothing else new, if I'm honest. Yes, my desk is a mess. Okay. I have a packet of beef jerky here. I wouldn't really recommend Tesco's beef jerky. They had this one. Do I have a packet? I don't on hand, shit. But they had this one called Wild West beef jerky. It's really good. They replaced it with these, but it's not very good. You'll see it in some Tesco still though. But yeah, that's the stream done. So thanks for coming everyone, and I will see you all in the future. I've got other things to do, but yeah, goodbye.